Welcome back, everybody. This is the Minecraft progression series. In this series, I go through the various updates of Minecraft in order to relearn everything ever since my multi-year hiatus. We are going to be taking pre-release 4, 5, and 6 all at once in this video because, quite honestly, they added quite a bit that was introduced in the final game, but not enough to each warrant their own separate videos. So to begin, if it isn't obvious already, I'm playing on a trackpad, therefore my range of movements is a bit lulled. However, it could be worse, right? I could be recording on a Macintosh. Just kidding. I'm not going to do that to you guys. The first order of business is to make the pre-release 1.4 introduced splash potions. Therefore, I need to obtain sulfur or gunpowder depending on what you want to call it. For the time being, I'll just call it gunpowder because that's what it says on the tooltip. But to this day, I still see and hear people call it by the other name. Therefore, if you want to call it that, go ahead. In addition, I would like to point out that these levels are very inconsistent. Effectively, I just did a bunch of enchants and started mining like crazy. This sword isn't very good, but it gives me plenty of resources to obtain more resources from mobs. What we do is we take our sulfur, and then we walk all the way there to make our potion. I'll cut to when we get back to the base. Welcome back. What we do is we take our sugar, and we place one in here, and this will make the awkward potion a speed potion. But that's not the addition that I wanted to show off. The other addition that I want to show off is what happens when we take these potions and add gunpowder to it. What we'll obtain is called a splash potion, and splash potions can be thrown, thus saving time and precious seconds on the prospect of simply drinking it, because drinking it takes time. Having the ability to throw it, while it may weaken the effect depending on how it lands, doesn't really matter, okay? As long as we get it into our system, we can keep going. As for why there's so much glass in my inventory, I'm going to say that's for next part. That's for project classification. Project classification will be to put the entire roof in this top section made entirely of glass. That's right, glass. And what that'll do is prevent the snow from ever messing with us again. So apparently, Strength 2 cannot be affected by it, which would mean that only regular potions can be turned into splash potions, and they only last for so long. Interesting. Do I believe I'll be running around with a bunch of strength potions? Not really. But if I had to, I think I'll keep one strength potion and one splash potion of speed on me, and then place the rest in a chest somewhere. Here would be fine. This way I can just keep these on me and not really worry too much about any further use of these. This is also marks the first time I ever make a splash potion in survival Minecraft outside of multiplayer. Up next, I need to show off Beta 1.9 pre-release 5. I'll be right back with that. Now that we're in Beta 1.9 pre-release 5, there's a neat little trick I can show off here, and that is the infinite lava source that pretty much only exists in this update and doesn't come back until Microsoft makes it so that the dripping lava can be shown in the, just like that. You can now pick it up from the middle in the cauldrons. So at some point in time, there was a way to get an infinite lava source. And whether or not you consider this valid, I am tempted on occasion to just open up the world in pre-release 5 and simply mass-produce lava for my inventory. Is it fair? Yes, because it's part of the game. Do I have access to it? Do you have access to it? Yes, you do. You can't say that you don't. And my battery saver's on. Great. Great indeed. And sadly, this sort of usage will go away after this update, so I'm just going to make 6 buckets of lava and then call that fair. And then afterwards, we'll go to pre-release 6, which adds my personal favorite of the updates. You know, this is one of those things, I really wish this was kept in the game. I really do. Because I think this would have been an incentive to collect more lava in future cases. But I can see how it could be exploited. Therefore, I'm only making 6 of them. There you go. See you guys for pre-release 6, which is going to be a mining update, believe it or not. You would think that the big bad update... I would also like to point out that the Ender Dragon stuff and the Endstone was added as well. But as I said before, we are not going to get to that in this world file until the Microsoft Combat update, which is 1.9. Other than that, I will see you guys for pre-release 6. And now we're here to the final section of this video. And in pre-release 6, the big update that they made was the speeding up of mining. While the cobblestone and various other blocks remain the same, the 3 that are quite different compared to how they were before are bricks, nether bricks, in addition to the big one, redstone. That's right, redstone's no longer a pain to mine. Therefore, to show it off, I'm just gonna be in this mine for a bit and just keep going until we eventually hit where I need to hit some redstone to show off how much faster it is. People who watched part 25 already, because that came out prior to this part, you already know how much faster it is. Or do you? Did I even mine redstone in that part? Do you remember? Let's see if you do. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What the? Apparently this stuff's already been mined. I didn't even realize. Okay. Well, gold is always good to get. Yep, gold is always good to get. Ooh, redstone. Redstone. I can now show this off. So, prior to this, it used to take maybe 10 seconds to mine redstone. Look at that. Did you see that, guys? Did you see how quick that was? Look at that. It's so fast. It's beautiful. I would also like to point out that in full release 4, pre-release 6, wow, that was a messed up statement. In Minecraft Beta 1.9 pre-release 4, enchantments were fully implemented into the game. However, these are not the same sword, pick, and shovel that I've been using. In fact, I decided to keep those picks, shovels, and armor in the same location, in a chest somewhere, because they all had something in common. Items that were enchanted in pre-release 3, for whatever reason, in the case of my world, were given feather falling. Yes, I have a golden helmet with feather falling on it. I have a diamond shovel with feather falling on it. Move out of the way, Jeffrey. Thank you. And I figured I might as well show that off. That means that I will be exiting out of this section and then getting to show it off. I may have said that the previous section was the last section, but that's not entirely true. I have chosen to go back to one more section here. Thanks to the introduction of enchanting back in pre-release 3, where every single item just said enchanted followed by, I believe, 2 exclamation points, they are now bugged out of their mind, and I have complete feather falling 1 on all of these. And the funniest thing is that it actually works. Having these 3 in my armor slots actually reduces the fall damage. However, having these in my inventory does nothing. That's why I've been running around in just the iron boots with feather falling 1, because I don't need the rest of it, and I figured I can keep those as souvenirs to prove that I've been in a really old world. And I am just loving this. So next time, get ready, because we will begin a non-progression episode in this world, and it's still going to be called Progression Series, and that kind of progression is going to be called Project Glassification. That's right. We are going to finally finish the glass roof so that we can put torches on this map again. Prior to this, the snow has taken over and removed various torches and actually frozen up this water before. Not anymore. We are not going to let these snow demons win. We are going to obtain victory through our own terms and merits. I hope you enjoy this part. So that's going to be part 24. Part 25 is already out at the time of recording this episode. Well, not recording. At the time of uploading this episode. Because I want to show you guys the advent of a second world. However, now that I think about it, I'm going to keep this world. I just figured I can just show you guys the Ender Dragon fight in the new world, and then just keep that world as a test world to perform any redstone or some other building concepts that I might like. I might even build something creative in that world and then reference it. What the hell? Door? What happened? Fine. Apparently Mr. Door is not working. Will you work now? I guess pre-release is still bugged. Oops. Interesting. Doors don't work in pre-release 6. Huh. Or do they work now? So players interacting with the door doesn't work, but the pressure plate does. That's kinda cool. I can see that getting annoying though, so I'm going to do Project Glass in pre-release 6 just to keep the beta 1.9 thing on. And then we will go to full release 1.0, which, depressingly speaking, is going to be a mining episode, because I already showed off the Ender Dragon fight in part 25. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you all enjoyed.